Tonight at 5,
Thank you for your service and thank you for keeping us safe.
a crime scene comes into focus.
The neighbors have been kind of coming together and trying to connect, I think trying to make sense of what happened.
As the community rallies around a hero officer and a hero civilian who sprinted to stop a shooter.
I saw the gunman coming back around the corner into view, and Mr. Hurley shot him.
Questions linger about what happened in the tense moments after the first shots were fired.
All I can think of is when the gunman fell, and the gunman fell backwards next to a car that was there, that perhaps he was able to shoot him on the way down. Otherwise, I don't know how Mr. Hurley got shot.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for Denver7 News at 5. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. Arvada police told us just within the last 30 minutes they are still in the process of conducting witness interviews and cannot provide all the details they'd like at this time.
In a statement, Arvada police wrote, "We owe a thorough and complete review of the incident to both Johnny Hurley's family and Officer Gordon Beasley's family. Those two men died in Old Town Arvada Monday. Police say Officer Beasley was ambushed. Hurley died at some point after confronting the gunman."
Arvada police said today, quote, "If not for the heroic actions of Mr. Hurley and Arvada police officers on that day, more innocent lives would have been lost."
And our team spent the day learning as much as possible about Johnny Hurley. The 40-year-old from Golden was known as an outspoken activist with a heart for people. Friends told us his bravery was no surprise.
You know, all I can say is it doesn't surprise me at all that he ran right into harm's way to try to stop what was happening.
Hurley's family told us they plan to release a formal statement later on tonight. And the owners of Arvada Army Navy surplus store posted a long tribute to Hurley this afternoon, writing, "Johnny clearly stated that he would, without a doubt, sacrifice himself to save others. This week, Johnny did exactly what he said he was going to do in the most dangerous and extreme of situations."
Today, Arvada police warned the community about scammers who are claiming to be with law enforcement collecting money for the Hurley family. So don't fall for it. The official GoFundMe page for John Hurley was published just an hour ago. And we have posted a link to that for you on our website, thedenverchannel.com. And we've seen just an overwhelming show of support over the last few days for Officer Gordon Beasley. He is the other victim of the deadly shooting in Arvada. Arvada police say Beasley was ambushed, and he is the first Arvada police officer ever killed in the line of duty. Denver7's Liz Gilardi live in Old Town tonight once again with a look at just how the community is rallying this evening. Liz?
Well, all day long, we've watched as so many people have stopped by this patrol car to pay their respects to Officer Beasley. They've dropped off flowers, notes, they've left balloons. And as you know, Officer Beasley was a school resource officer, and we couldn't help but notice all of the notes from kids.
Police officers mean a lot to the community. They protect us and keep us safe from bad guys and stuff.
Looking at this memorial, you can see how much Officer Gordon Beasley means to the community.
Well, we came out because we wanted to pay our respects. This just really breaks my heart to see this.
A display of love and support overflowing.
Just makes me feel, I'm glad the community is doing this. I really am. That makes me feel proud about where I live.
11-year-old John Kaufman stopped by with his grandma.
Thank you for your service and thank you for keeping us safe.
He also noticed the notes and pictures from other kids.
Thank you for your bravery and sacrifice.
Some students at the schools where Officer Beasley worked.
I miss you.
Clearly, he made a big impact on some of Arvada's smallest residents.
I know there's a lot of broken-hearted kids right now. And I know even in my own school that there's surely a lot of broken-hearted kids.
Amy Petkoff is an 8th grade teacher. Officer Beasley was the resource officer at her school. She told us she watched him develop a friendship with the kindergartner who was struggling in the classroom. She said he will be impossible to replace.
It's a tribute to the kind of person he was, that many kids have come out and brought notes.
Kids sharing their hearts on paper for a man that shared his heart with them.
I hope he rests in peace in heaven.
And we've also seen today members of the law enforcement community stopping by as well. And some people are writing notes on the sidewalk with chalk. There's also notes from Officer Beasley's wife and kids. Reporting live in Arvada, Liz Gilardi, Denver 7.
Such beautiful words today. All right, Liz, thank you. And today, the city of Arvada opened an emergency assistance center to help people who are struggling in the aftermath of Monday's shooting. It is open until 7 o'clock tonight. And this was organized by the Arvada Resiliency Task Force, a group first organized in response to the pandemic and now mobilized for a very much different purpose.
We are reaching out to every business individually to talk to them to see if they need anything from us. We are, like you mentioned, working on the mental health resources for them. And our businesses are great. And, more times than not, they're asking what they can do.
The Resiliency Task Force is also working with the Jefferson Center for Mental Health to offer drop-in sessions for the rest of the week. That resource is open to anyone. The Jefferson Center is located right off of I-70 at Kipling.
And tonight we are also learning more about the gunman, Ronald Troika, and his 4-page manifesto about his hatred of police. Denver 7's Gary Brode with that.
One man accused of murder and chaos lived just a couple of doors down from this mother and her children.
The neighbors have been kind of coming together and trying to connect, I think trying to make sense of what happened.
Soleil Hackis says she was devastated to find out her neighbor, 59-year-old Ronald Troika, was the man the Arvada Police Department says is responsible for the deaths of 2 people, Officer Gordon Beasley and John Hurley.
He seemed pretty calm, he always said hi, he always had my kids, so that was just like a huge shift.
Suspected shooter's criminal history doesn't run deep. His only arrest, a misdemeanor assault charge back in '92. Yet he's the same man, police say, at a news conference on Tuesday, ambushed Officer Beasley.
While we yet don't have all the facts, I can tell you that Gordon was targeted because he was wearing an Arvada police uniform and a badge. Officer Beasley was ambushed by a person who expressed hatred of police officers.
Arvada Police Department stopped short of saying why the shooter had a hatred for law enforcement.
It happened in just a few blocks up as well. It's just really scary to think that these are things that can happen really close to home.
Hackis must now explain to her children the tragedy by a man who they saw every day for nearly a year.
Just being extra vigilant, just talking to the kids, like this is what can potentially happen. It unfortunately happens everywhere, so it just is a tragedy that it was so close to me.
In Arvada, I'm Gary Brode for Denver 7.
Today, President Biden laid out his strategy to try to tackle a spike in gun violence across the country.
The Biden administration is facing criticism for rising murder rates nationwide. Elizabeth Schulze reports from Washington.
A renewed effort by the White House to address a spike in gun violence.
Today, the department is announcing, as they just did, a major crackdown on stem the flow of guns used to commit violent crimes.
President Biden outlining a strategy to curb rising gun violence, including cracking down on gun dealers who violate federal law and repurposing millions of dollars in state coronavirus relief funding toward police departments. The announcement comes amid repeated attacks from Republicans that the defund the police movement is behind a rise in violent crimes.
It's impossible to ignore that these terrible trends are coming precisely as so-called progressives have decided it's time to denounce and defund local law enforcement.
President Biden is also repeating his call for Congress to pass gun control laws amid a surge in mass shootings from Atlanta to Boulder to San Jose.
We have an opportunity to come together now as Democrats and Republicans, as fellow Americans, to fulfill the first responsibility of government on our democracy, to keep each other safe. Enough.
Police department data shows it's mostly gun-related crimes on the rise. In 7 out of the 10 largest cities in the U.S. in the past year, murder rates are up. Shooting incidents have increased 64% this year in New York, 51% in Los Angeles. But in many big cities, crimes like robbery and burglary are actually down in the past year.
So the reality is there's more guns on the street. You have a really divided, angry population right now. The pandemic was over, and there's just a lot of people out of work. So the stressor factors are pushing these numbers up.
Now, the White House insists rising crime rates will not affect ongoing bipartisan negotiations on Capitol Hill over police reform. A key sticking point in those talks is still qualified immunity for police officers. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
It's been another scorcher today, but cooler and wetter weather is on the way.
Plus, the Supreme Court stands up for a teen's right to Snapchat in peace.
And Colorado's pandemic rebound is leaving some restaurants behind.
It's a huge chunk of craft beer history.
Falling Rock Tap Room is closing its doors after decades in the beer business. Tonight, the owners give us their unique perspective why it was time to walk away.
And it was getting very grinding.